stop streaming.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I have a play session on non-applicable's Titan Age 2 The Legends Rift project. This is something that any of you can join, and None is here with me in the voice chat. Basically, I'm going to be playing the beginning. He's giving me some stuff, and then I'm going to play some other parts and kind of explore. He'll tell me what to do, and you guys will all get a chance to see the project. And as I mentioned, this is something that is available now. You can join. There's a Discord server with loads of information and other people who play there. So, what's up, None? How's it going? You want to say hello?
Hey, hello. I'm None. Nice to be here. Nice to have JP on finally. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to Legends Rift.
I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, a lot of people have. It's been in the works for almost 4 years now. I'm None.
Alright, so right now I'm in the very beginning of the server. So basically you join, and then you're here, and you're next to the bed. Do you want to tell them a bit of the lore about that, or what do you think?
So, this is pretty much my personal original continuation of Valheim, so to speak. So right now, JP's on his home world, where Valheim may or may have taken place, and he's in an established base, and he's an established hero or what have you already. So, but he's woken up naked, and that's explained later, because he's been sleeping out in the shed for too long. And there's this big thing with the character falling asleep in the beginning and waking up to his base in this storm. And this storm marks the end of its world and the start of a new. And that's highlighted by the red moon outside, which is a big story element there. Red moon marks the end of worlds, so to speak. So there's this big storm outside, and you're just questioning it as you move through. And of course you went to sleep without your clothes, and it's explained later that a village child that looks up to you kind of was ransacking your location and kind of was wearing your hat and running around and acting like you. And you'll meet him later, but this kind of explains why you're naked, but you don't really get a lot of stuff at the start, of course.
Yeah, just so the people watching know, he gave me some gear, so I have some stuff to show more things, so it's kind of a bit of a sped up playthrough. So I'm not naked, but you do start naked.
Right. We gave JP some stuff so he can get through the second temple. Actually, we're not gonna do the first one today. Just do the second one, and a few other things that he'll need. But basically, what this is a true to life, fully realized MMORPG within Valheim, and it's been worked on nonstop for 4 years by pretty much just one person using some mods. Just want to shout out to KG and Wacky Mole for their amazing mods helping this come to life, because of course without them this wouldn't be possible. All the NPCs and all the quest lines and chests and loot system and all that, and everything auto regens more or less, so you can just walk around the world, experience it, mine, do whatever you'd like, and everything will come back. So that's kind of cool. It's a tropical paradise kind of theme. There's a lot of waterfalls and palm trees and sort of like pirates and sunken ships and things like that as the main big tone, because you're in a paradise land of sorts that has all these mythical legends and stories that come to life here, So one of the bigger ones being the land beyond the mist that surrounds the first sandbox. So in the first huge world, there's this big story going on with this mist rolling in, and as you look too far out in the ocean, you'll see that you're kind of trapped in this big landmass because you can't sail into this mist, or else you'll get lost, you'll get eaten by serpents, you'll run into a rock maze. It's just death out there. So this is of course to keep people in the sandbox experience, which is huge, by the way. It's almost like half the world big, right? It's huge.
Yeah, I
but
can
the
see
map
all the
is only
icons on the map.
right. the map is only so big, but it's at least almost five times the size if you consider all the offset locations that are attached to it via whether it be an event or a portal or stuff like this. So it's not a EWP scripted expanded world. It's an actual vanilla generated world that I was looking for the perfect map to make an RPG on. I needed all the biomes to run through a circuit, and luckily we had that on the first try. I say we a lot, but it's really just me on this project. Again, I did 99% of the builds, all the writing, the stories, the quests are all me, and the lore that I've written that's totally original. All my characters have just come from my imagination, and I make comics, I do stories, I've written books, I paint and draw and make music and all kinds of forms of creation, and I'm bringing it all together here. And my beloved game of Valheim, we all love Valheim, but just like, hoping to give more out of the experience, because
exponential canvas.
Yeah, exactly, big canvas. So it's pretty much a playable art piece, and it's huge.
I like the paintings on the wall. I didn't notice those last time. The bear painting.
Yeah, that comes from a clutter mod, but we do have some custom paintings around the world that are cool. Built with items and stuff. I have some pretty cool ones. But yeah, just using a few mod pieces there. Of course, we don't really need clutter. We can get rid of it any day. It just kind of adds that little bit of lived-inness to the world here and there. But other than that, people really should know that this is a vanilla-friendly experience. We want to not scare away people with a large mod pack, which we don't have. Our mod pack is like 20 mods deep, if not that. And all you really need, again, is just vanilla knowledge coming in here. All the fight mechanics are the same. There's no crazy like weapons or armor or anything like that. However, we have dug into like the back script of things, so you can get like the fire sword here at end of the Colosseum, which is a big arena challenge where he spawns all the enemies and the waves coming at you, and all the experiences you could think of are here. Mini games. So pretty much anything I can think of to make happen and work with the few set of mods I have, with the pressure plate switch, which I should say is also another prevalent mod, I'll make happen.
I just did that part of the tutorial.
Yeah, right. So a lot of puzzles work with that. A lot of clever portaling and event systems that work with the NPCs that just make things kind of happen. There's transforming builds, there's transforming event story, even entire areas transform, and they're just made. It's just like movie magic almost, where it's like, yeah, we're using a lot of tricks there. So, yeah. So I build fantasy worlds pretty much on my side time, and this is one of my bigger projects. I just love Valheim because, as JP has come to this conclusion already, it really is a game where at the end you find you can build other games with. You know, it has all these assets, it has all these like open scripts and all these cool things you can do, all this huge modding community, you know. So really fun to like dig into some of this stuff, but yeah. So you'll be going to the start there, and if you want to just finish the NPC tutorial, shut up for a little bit, and you can hear some of the voice acting, at least on one of our NPCs you'll come across.
Screams.
Right. You'll read the book. You can have the book written, read to you. Right. We have that now, and adding more voiceovers as the time goes by. But we're trying to make it feel more and more alive, like adding all these elements. There's already been sound effects before, but now we're adding true voice lines to our NPCs. So that's going to be really cool in the future. We already have a few that talk, but not everyone talks. But they do make noises. So it's like kind of like a cute little RPG. So to speak. And there's the custom music. We've had a lot of people come in and realize what I was doing. Not everyone, but some people did, and we're like, hey man, I really like what you're doing, I want to come in here. We've had a composer come through here. A few of the songs you hear at the start are actually original songs by my friend Crows, who lives in Sweden. He came through here and said, I really like what you're doing. Here's a few songs I made, and what do you think about this? What can I change here? What kind of vibe do you need? And I was just like, hey man, this is great, you know. I'm a musician as well. I added a few of my songs as well, which you'll hear later, and I'll make sure to point them out.
I see. I haven't picked up my weapons yet to it.
Yeah.
Where do I go to do that? Sorry to interrupt. I want to make sure I don't
What?
get too stuck and then fall
Did
behind.
you not spawn? Did you not spawn any of your weapons yet? You
No, I
spawned
did,
armor
but
for
then I
yourself.
get to the part where the statue will teleport me, but I haven't got the quest. And when I go to the
Oh.
guy, he like won't give it to me because I need to get my weapons or armor or something. I think. Does that
You
make
need a
sense?
quest. You need a quest to activate the statue. So you got to read the book first. So there's a as you go down the line of the tutorial zone. So go back up. Go back through the secret hideout spot. And
I read the book twice,
yeah,
but
you should have
then
gotten the quest for it.
maybe.
Let me watch here. This is a karma check. You can do karma
Far
checks.
off in a space
There's a lot of karma
between
checks in the
time.
world.
Ah, no, I
Uh,
clicked on the book
universe
twice,
at its
but then I didn't
end
do
lies a
it
basement
to read it the
with
next
his
time.
control
Oh,
against the
yeah, you
time
had to
Yeah,
read
I
it.
see,
the
I
door to
see.
open. The
You actually
city
gotta
drew
like.
back.
You can have it read
Not
to you
another
too. So I know
100
a lot of people are like
years
kind of
and
lazy and don't want to read too much. So I have it like being read. So you can say
Giving
read me
Yeah,
the
the
book,
voice
or you can
sounds
just
good.
read it.
will to construct cages for the Titans.
Far off in space between time. All
When the
that.
time came,
Did the voice
bravest of
change
land's
since the last time I was here?
heroes gathered to topple the darkness.
It's-
I feel like it was
Nope,
more
it's-
AI sounding before, but now it sounds pretty
This-
natural.
The program I use is actually really good, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Far off in a
Okay, now you got your quest here. Talk with the
Yeah,
strange
this one
statue
sounds
found in
good.
the secret hideout.
Ah, yeah, now I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that really came together well. I'm really happy about that, and it works quite well. You just read the
I
book
love the
or have it
build,
read.
the
to you.
moving elements, by the way.
Right.
Sorry to interrupt. They're just really cool. Like the moving windmill things, they look awesome.
Yeah, those are. It's just it adds to the severity of the storm. 'Cause the wind's so strong inside right now. We have a funny Easter egg back there. We go into the boar pen, and we got some names in there. Not saying any names. Anyone who becomes a boar is did something.
That's funny. Immortalized.
So you gotta yeah, that's right. So we got a few
No.
like non-believers in there, people that joined, maybe they dissed the server or something like that early on and didn't really realize what I was doing, or fucked it up in some way. So now you gotta redo that, yeah. Going through here. Did you do your karma check right here?
I did,
just
but
tells-
I hadn't done the strange book thing, so maybe I have
You
to
had- Oh,
do
wait,
it
what?
again.
What? Why'd you get that? How do you have that twice? What is this commercial? You can cancel that, by the way.
Oh
I
no,
guess.
now it says to talk to the strange book again. I see. Oops.
Yeah. Captain, where's my armor, my weapons?
So, yeah, 'cause I did this earlier, and then there was like I had like a good option or a bad option. That's the karma
Yeah.
check you were talking about.
Yeah,
But I guess I did it in the wrong order because I passed
Ah.
the book without. Well,
No,
I
it
interacted
should-
with it, but I didn't interact with it enough.
It shouldn't have been attached to the book at all. It's a separate thing. So you
Ah,
either
okay.
done it already, or yeah, you probably already did it. You already picked one
Okay,
of the
so
options.
now I can just go
But that
forward
will
then.
affect you. That will actually affect you later, because if you ever get called to a court, you can be seeing what your character's about. So if you actually pick like bad things, you can actually get. It actually affects your character lore.
That's
So
cool.
it's that, yeah. So just leave and press J, and then just cancel the first quest.
Okay.
Press J for open your journal.
Yeah, I got it open now, and I see the quest. How
You
do
can
I
just cancel.
it?
Press that red X to the on the right. See the red X.
Red
Right.
X.
Yeah, you see the
Ah,
menu.
no, I see. Yeah, over here. So the
Read the
quest to
strange
talk
book on
with
the
the
first.
strange book. Yeah,
The
nice.
first
Okay.
one. So you can
Here's the
just
statue.
you can just go over there, float over the red X on the right side of the screen. Go right, not on that menu, on the other menu.
Yeah, the stream's a little behind, but I already took care of it.
Oh, yeah, it is behind.
I think it's like 10 or 20 seconds behind. Usually it's like that. Now I'm in the surreal
Yes.
floaty area.
Now you're in the bridge between worlds, and this was explained earlier. And this is the crossing point between the old worlds and the new one. And
This
so
blood
this is
waterfall
basically-
is wicked.
This is the connection points. This is like the point where all the universal beings cross. And here is like a culmination of all the different themes and whatever has come through the rift to be part of this new world that it's connected to, and this world is my world, is the one you're coming to, and it's just got all the legends and the myths,
Like the epic temple feel.
Yeah, floating. Everything's frozen here in place. That's why it's explaining some things are just floating and staying still. It's in a frozen state of time, so to speak. Obviously, there's still water flowing, but because the
So
main
now I'm at
villain
the area where the skill thing is.
Right. This is also doubles as the skill spec scene. So as you come up, walk a little further up. I'm watching the stream and commentating while I see on a bad time.
Yeah, I'll try to remember that you're seeing where I was a little bit ago.
I'll try to remember that too. So here you can pick whatever you like. I was going to tell you jump and bows, but since you got admin, you can just spawn skills. No big deal. But a normal person would come through here and pick their first skill, whatever they like. You got one battle skill in red and one passive in blue.
So it's kind of like this is the character creation thing.
Right,
like
pretty much.
The furthering of the character creation.
Right. Well, the first one is actually the hat in the NPC tutorial, because you can kind of give your character a little customization that way, because there's many different hats you can kind of wear at the first, and that kind of can set you apart from the rest. And then of course this and other things in the future, because there's factions to join and there's all kinds of things to do.
So we pick like one blue spec and one
red
red spec?
and one red, exactly. One passive, one
easy.
battle. Easy, simple. So you just
riding.
you already spent your battle skill, it seems.
Yeah.
And you can interact with all, and they all say different things. May your arrow fly straight. The talisman describe bows. Decipher the strange stone. I would go with jump, but you already have your jump at 80. But it's always good to have. Swim is actually good to have. You might actually want that because you're swimming a lot in this island base. And there's a lot of tropical islands and stuff.
This area looks so trippy. Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that the gate looks different since last time I was here. I think it does, at least. Like, I feel like I couldn't see the gate as much, whereas now there's like this orb and you can see like constellations through it and stuff. It's very cool.
That's part of the Outsiders mod, which is the enemy add-on to our world. That
looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you can interact with anything over here, and you'll enter the rift.
Ah, okay. So I do that now. A gigantic portal.
Yeah.
Ayo.
And that'll take you inside the rift, and then you complete the merge to the new world. And you kind of question during the game if you ever see your world again, but I'm not gonna spoil it. That's just kind of a spoil. I'm not gonna spoil it.
I like this.
Who knows if it's still there or not? But you're stuck here for now in this new world. The tutorial goes on. Oh wait, I'm still watching the stream. I forgot. You're 10 minutes ahead. Or 10 seconds ahead.
Yeah, it's usually the delay's usually between like 10 and 20 seconds. But you can hear me in the current one, you know. So obviously it's very confusing.
I gotta say this, but of course, obviously the tutorial zone was the first build ever, because it was the first build I needed to kind of get people through the circuit, reading the rules, reading what's going on, reading the how to build section, because I didn't want people coming in here just building boxes. You know, I really wanted to build like a WoW world, you know, like a amazing world. So this is on that door should have opened, yeah.
Yeah, it opened.
Very good. It's on an 8-second timer,
time to load,
just to make sure that the skybox comes in. And here you're inside the rift with all the stages. Don't fall. Don't fall out of space, guys.
Got my shield and my club.
Yeah. First sword and shield, so to speak, and then you can kind of get a rebriefer on the mechanics of the game. Just attacking, defending, parrying, blocking, and dodge rolling, all that. And then you can beat up this box.
I beat the box up, and then I got teleported somewhere.
There you go.
Ah, that's how I continue.
Yep. So
did you ever play Castlevania 64?
I have never.
Oh, there's a part in that game it looks very similar to this area. It's like a magical realm where you're going up this kind of like rainbow road thing. So it's not the same thing, but this reminds me of that game. It's a game for the N64. It's a good one. I really like the intro. It has like all this crazy like violin music, and yeah, it's cool. Let's see, you have to fight... Ah, healing potion. Okay. Ah, and then the Great Orbs come out. Alright.
That's a trap. You're standing on a switch there, and it actually falling from above, but you're staring at the sign. Why is it repeating itself? Okay, get the chest, and it's too late. They'll spawn right on there. It's a cool little mechanic.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So you just get a little quick fight there to kind of test out your new bat or your club, whatever.
I like your tutorial. It's easy to follow, and then like it starts kind of soft, so I can kind of explore. It feels like I'm still in like more normal Valheim, and then it like increasingly takes me out of that, and then it's like what?
Pretty much. That's
Cool.
the whole goal, you know, because you're leaving. That was the whole goal, you know. You're leaving the old Valheim stuff, you know, behind. Because all that stuff's ditched here, you know. We're not doing the Viking thing at all, really. You can be a Viking, of course, because it would make sense in the lore. Anything and everything can pass through the rift, and there's even like crazy things that come through later. But that's a spoiler. But yeah, so you could be a Viking per se, but the Viking lore in the world itself is completely wiped. There's no Norse mythology. There's no Earth mythology. It's all original stuff. Like, even when we were making our churches, someone put a cross up, and I was like, well, we can't have that, right? Because that's Earth religion, right? So we need to make something, another symbol, or something like, so stuff like this, you know? Just trying to make it all original.
I just put the 2 boxes. Now there's a switch in one of the boxes.
Yeah, so walk into that, stand on, and just walk over the switch. And that should open the doors over there by the sign.
Ah, yeah, the door on the side. I see now. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, I missed the doors at the first time. There we go.
To go back to what I was saying earlier, I was saying how this is the first zones, and of course, obviously, when I building for 4 years later after that, I learned so much. And so areas only get just better and better as you go through the game, and it works too, because it's almost like a tier thing. But so if you wait too long, gotta do it again. There you go. And there's another portal for you. So these are kind of just starter things, and I try to come back and
the mechanics.
Yeah, I kind of gave
good to have these.
The starter zone some love by giving it some edits, but the core of the build is still there. So it's just a big circle, and you just go through it, and there's the NPC zone, of course, and all that. So this is the second part of the rift. We've got 3 more stages left. There's 6 stages in the rift, and they all depict something that's either an anomaly or coming through the rift. Right? So right now you're standing above the city of gods, actually, which is considered a sort of an anomaly because it doesn't follow physics.
Yeah, it looks all floaty. It's definitely very. Oh, so this is the quest you told me about, the hidden quest. Don't fall off the staircase and die.
Right.
I can see why you said that now. No, but I felt like I could clearly see how one would fall.
Oh, it looks like you're able to edit the chest there. Just yeah, save and.
Yeah, I got out of that menu.
Oh, you're admin. That's right.
Yeah. I was confused.
What's going
on?
Yeah, careful about that, by the way. That's why I only gave you a server Devcommands and not Infinity Hammer for now, because Infinity Hammer could do some damage if you swing at something. And there's like a 50-meter range, and you could just swing and delete things.
I think I have. Let's make sure I have debug mode off. 1 second. Yeah, I had it off, so it's all good.
Okay. So here on the final stage, actually this is the second to final stage, the biggest stage, and it depicts the Mysteria Island, the land beyond the mist. And you'll notice something about the stage. It's set like a clock, and there's all 12 around, and that comes into play later because the Mysteria world there's something on it that's set like a clock, and it makes sense later. And so this is the biggest stage, and of course there's my main villain who's in a poltergeist state. It's not actually the physical him, because he's like astral projecting himself to search who's coming through the rift. He wants to see. He's following you already, because he knew the rift was coming, because it's every 100 years, and he's waiting, and it's a big event. So now that this is open to you, he's looking what's coming through it. Are they a threat? Are they going to come mess up my plans to rule and all these things? So he's actually looking out for you, and he sees
cool.
you, but he doesn't know that you can see him. Or he's looking
That's why he
for
doesn't talk, basically.
Right, he doesn't talk.
I love the ship art here. It looks really cool.
Yeah, that's depicting just the general pirate theme. There's a big pirate theme in the world, a lot of sailing, big boats, ship battles, and all kinds of really cool stuff. And shipwrecks you can explore. They're huge, and you can go through all the rooms and search for chests and fight monsters and all that stuff. So yeah, this came out really nice. I really like that. My commentary is probably so off. 10 seconds later each time. Sorry, guys. Sign into this bed.
It's kind of cool just hearing you explain the lore and stuff while I explore around.
The lore can be read on more. We have a YouTube video made about it, and we have a lot of stuff written on it. Of course, there's lots of stuff that's not told, because it's, in the game. It's not happened yet.
Heyo, I hear some music, and it said North Lake. My loading thing is loading.
You're about to drop. Check this out, guys. Warp drop. Stand still.
Oh, I remember this. Yeah. This is one of my favorite parts. The music's so well timed too.
Yeah, I just did that recently. Timed the sound effect to that. Before there was no sound effect. Now there's a nice warps drop sound effect that's timed. Right when you come out, it's when you're.
I fell through something real quick. One second. I think I can. Now I know what I can do. I fell and landed underneath the stairs, but I can just teleport like 2 meters above myself, probably. This happens to me in Enigma as well.
Well, I see what happened to you. You didn't stand still during the drop. You gotta stand perfectly still.
Yeah, I moved forward like a tiny bit, I think. This should work though.
Get out of it.
Not tall enough. Maybe 82.
Guess I gotta come save. You should be able to F1 and open up server dev and...
Yeah, I just teleported above, so I fixed it. It just took me 2 attempts, so you're still seeing me try and fix it. Now I'm in the right place, though. Oh shit, this looks cool. More watermills. Nice.
Yeah. Now you're in the new world officially, and the first town is already being destroyed by the released Titans, because the rift is disturbed. It's actually been that way since the first false bringing through, which was the villain came through forcefully, which ruined the rift in a way that now it's like messed up. So it's shook the world, and it's released the Titans of old, and they're coming back to destroy the world. And that kind of it's like a re-rack of the vanilla bosses and a few others that we kind of made with regular enemies. But
oh, I'm in this part now, the destroyed city part.
And you're not gonna die, so you can take somewhat of your time in here and see some of the details. There's people on the ground, like buried in stone, like trying to crawl out, on fire, and everyone's yelling and screaming, and it's a pretty nasty scene.
I like the music. It definitely feels like intense things are happening.
This stream, with you jumping, so I gotta fix that. Whenever you come across little bugs like this, I always jot it down in my notes, and I go and fix it right away.
What is that thing? It's like a fire demon arm-legged multi thing. That's trippy.
Oh yeah, it's that's actually the main villain. He can shapeshift. So
Definitely looks like a villain.
yeah.
Hey, a
he's-
doggo.
yeah.
He
Main
barks
villains are-
when you pet him.
Yeah. You can pet all the animals later on, and they heal you actually. Like they'll heal you for
That's
once.
cool.
You can sit there and just pet them aggressively, and then you just get healed. It's fun. We gotta add the pet the animals too. So. There's a guy on the ground
Let me
freaking
make
out.
sure I don't have ghost on. Nice.
Yeah, maybe Modder is ignoring you right now because of that.
Yeah, it's all good. I have more time to look around. This is really cool. I love how destroyed it looks and all the random things.
He'll show up eventually for you. Hope. She should. I mean, it works.
Well, it feels like we're under attack even if she doesn't show up. Oh, well, I see a health bar now.
Okay, good. That's her locking on to you.
Uh-oh.
She'll become part of the scene soon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that dog doesn't do anything.
He barks.
Yeah, not yet.
Barks softly.
They heal-
And
they
something.
heal later. There's a lot of places to hide, of course. A lot of places to dodge
Oh,
water.
snap. There's a motor.
He was probably on the second half of the map, chilling. Second half
Well,
of the
she's
area.
here now. That's so funny. I heard her attack, and then now I'm like, oh shit, where is she?
I'm
Hiding
actually
here.
wondering that myself.
I like how you gave like areas to hide from her. That's cool.
Oh, I see her. She's in the castle.
Yeah, she was there when I was inside it.
Wow.
But maybe that's for the best. I'll be safe.
I don't think she'd get back here. How does she get back here? Dang. She fly up. Well, not all runs are the same. Usually all the modder experiences
looks really
are pretty
cool.
lit. Yeah. She looks like she's stuck, man. That's exactly what I
Classic
didn't want
motor
to happen.
pathfinding. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it though. That area is really cool. Even if you don't like see motor, it still very much feels like, oh, I gotta get out of here. This place is on
Yeah.
fire. The music's intense. You know.
Well, I reset her since I guess I got to. I had to make the scene where she doesn't get stuck. So every time she got stuck on somewhere, I made sure to build it out. So I guess I missed a spot.
Now I see her flying around the castle thing. I like how
Yeah, here
the pointy top parts of the castle look. It's really cool. Let's see,
Yeah.
I guess I can do this a bit.
So later on, we're actually planning. Say wheel lots. I'm planning a return area to this place. So there's going to be a quest where you can actually come back through here and come back to this place when it's burnt down already. It's all burnt down, and this will be like a recreation of the zone, but like just in a burnt down state.
That sounds
Death
really
everywhere,
cool.
and it's going to be like a return to this place, and some quests here to do. Thinking of something to do there, but that's World 1 update stuff. I'm working on World 2 very extensively these days because a lot of my players are at endgame World 1 already, so they're kind of waiting for Mistlands. So,
Yeah,
but I got
for
a
the
great
next
Mistlands
part.
map. Right.
I
got a
love the
great
castle
Mistlands
here.
map.
It looks super cool.
Yeah, man, thanks. Built that.
I was showing it off in Free Fly.
Yeah, feel free to
Now
fly
I'm
around,
activating the portal thing.
Sure. Okay. This will bring you to another section of North Lake and officially in the open sandbox world. So you've finished with the tutorial now. You're finally in the sandbox, and you're in the first town, and it's North Lake. Which by the way, a lot of the names might change. These are kind of like just temp names that I come with like right off the cuff because like I'm alone. I don't really have a lot of like people to bounce ideas off of. But even though I'm an idea powerhouse myself, names kind of not a big namer. I have some cool
Visually,
names,
it
though.
looks awesome though. That's
It's
what
all just
counts.
about what tells the story. Like this place is in the east, so it's east something, you know, or
I feel
this is
kind of
west
bad
the-
rushing through it to be honest, because I want to like take my time and read everything, and you know.
I
I
told
see how
you
like
that
you could spend like 2 or 3 hours
Yeah,
just like slowly doing the tutorial.
and that's just the start zone. So imagine the rest of the game. Like it gets
Yeah.
crazy. So I really want people to come
Cool.
through and experience it. And I did a lot of work, a lot of passion work on it. And you could spend
one
hours in a
second.
lot of places.
I
One of my
probably
players-
they probably can't hear you because there's some audio playing right now that's really loud. I gotta fix
No, that's fine.
Ah, yeah, the effect volumes. I remember. There
Are you getting a loud song?
we go. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
interacting with
I know what's,
the
I
arrow
know what happened.
keeper.
Yeah, I know what happened.
It's all good now. Now
Oh,
they can hear you.
good.
Keeper of
Yeah, she
knowledge. Very cool.
Keeper of knowledge. She kind of tells you what's going on, what you kind of need to do. Of course, the Titans have been freed again. The blight has come back to this world, and you see about stopping
Something
it
bad's
or
definitely happening.
becoming a villain. You could really be anything. It's like Fable. You could be anything really in this world. Obviously, there's a karma check. So there's a lot of like bad dialogue, good dialogue, neutral.
Ayo! I like the text. I just see the Titan, the like intro thing. So this is like the true you finished the tutorial moment, right?
Right.
When I jump
Yeah,
over this
exactly.
like little area here.
Now you're in the world, and that's the intro to the game. Which the
That's
game
really
name might
cool.
change, by the way. The Legends Rift might stay because that's kind of like a staple now, kind of classic. But Titan Age 2 didn't make sense to a lot of people because I was trying to explain it again that it was like my version of Valheim continued
Yeah,
as
the
we started
second
this
path
whole
of it.
conversation with. Exactly.
I mean,
So,
Legends Rift sounds cool, and you got
yeah,
rifts, you know? That's what I've
right,
just
we
been
got the Rift.
saying. It's the Legends Rift.
Yeah, me too. That's why I've been thinking about the name change. I'm thinking about just calling it that and ditching the
Yeah.
Titan Age 2 part and maybe adding something. So the server right now is the Legends Rift Lost World because it tells the story of the fact that there's a land beyond the mist that people can't reach, and that's my second season. That's the Mistlands and Beyond, but it does open up later when you impress the gods from beating the first bosses in this world. You bring their heads to the temple. There's a temple you bring them to. It's kind of like the boss stones, but reworked. And then once you've done all 5, you finish the first world. You can go to the God City and beyond. That's pretty much all you need to do. But there's a catch. There's lots of stuff in between. And one of the main things is the boss temples. So like imagine Zelda in Valheim or any kind of game with temples, but they're my custom temples, obviously.
That's
And
really
so there's a
cool.
boss temple before each boss that you have to beat. And a lot of people loving those. And of course, besides temples, we have our lesser temples, which are shrines. And then a lesser of that would be a dungeon, and then caves. We have graves or tombs, and then we also have custom tombs, and then we also have holes in the ground that you can fall through. There's lots of different caves and dungeon systems, but they go through a hierarchy. Temples, of course, being the highest, most extensive, most puzzles, most danger, all that. So
I'm looking at the gravestones right now. This is cool. Here, I think I can turn my sound on again now.
yeah, the game looks incredibly bright with this gamma mod. I kind of like it. Looks good. I can see why
Yeah,
you did that though, because the starter zone
it's mostly
is
for
dark.
YouTube content because I've
Uh,
noticed when I record videos, if I just show the screen in like the swamp or at night, like people literally just stop watching when that happens. So I originally just that's why I started, and then I got used to it, and now like I like being able to see at night.
just, no one's
It
here
can
yet.
if you're in the snow areas, those are the areas that can get quite yeah, like super bright to be honest.
Yeah. All right, so you got your first quest from those people at the start, which is talk with the town greeter, and you can also take this quest here from the next Ural statue, and
Ah,
they send you
yeah,
over
I
to.
missed that.
You don't necessarily have to take it, but it sends you to these well where you help out a siren, a water siren, to collect mushrooms, and then she gives you a wisp light. So you get your wisp light super early on in this game because it's like your torch pretty much. So there's a lot of dark
That's
areas in the
awesome.
game,
I love the
obviously,
wisp light.
and the wisp light just kind of floats around like a little fairy, yeah, and it lights up the areas for you, and it's really cool looking. So I had to add that, and so you get that real early on. If you want to do it, you can. Just takes a few minutes. You jump down that well down there by the water. He tells you where to go. Talk with the siren down by the lake, and that's across the bridge and over
So
that.
which direction should I do? Should I try and do that, or should I go towards the Carpenter Town greeter?
I think you should ignore the siren for now. The light
Okay.
is good to have, but it might distract actually. But
Oh,
you
I
can just
think
keep.
I know this moment. The environment's about to change, isn't it?
Yeah, should. So you walk down the road a little bit more. You get out of the soot and the fire from that town because if you ever stood next to like a
Yeah.
burning house, there's like soot that falls down, and like this is a territory change, so that sometimes the change is real quick. We used to have a weather mod for that worked a bit better with the transition, but it's not that big of a deal. Got over it.
You gotta have that negative space, you know.
Ah, the mist is so unfortunate.
It's all good. It happens.
This area looks really cool during the day and nice and bright. This is like a nice paradise scene.
I could
But you're in a
show it,
misty.
I
It's
guess.
alright. It's alright. People have to come and see that for themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope the mist goes away soon. You might actually want to do environment clear for the rest of this. But the mist does look kind of cool right now, especially with that gamma mod. Wow, that looks awesome. It's like you can see almost.
Yeah, I like the
It's the
gamma mod because you can't see as well at night, but you can still see and fight. So like,
yeah.
I don't know, I found it to be
Yeah.
more enjoyable.
Also, it's night too, so you might want to actually change both of those things. Environment clear and also time of day 0.5.
5, yeah.
Yeah. It's just
A
too dark. Can't even see.
voidling. Whoa, what's that? What the?
Oh, you're in a misty night right now. I just want to explain this real quick. This is an event that happens naturally in our server. So when there's a misty night,
Oh, I see.
these things come out of the mist, and it's like
They're creepy.
it's like, right, it's like the replacement for raid. So we have raids set on low, and raids are player based. So you will never get a goblin raid if someone's beaten Yagluth or something like this. It'll always be player progressive. And then, of course, there's this Misty Night event where every time it turns misty and it's night, these creatures will come out. And if you kill them and collect their orbs, you can sell them later to a mysterious trader who gives you quite a bit of gold for them. So they're actually quite valuable. So when you see this raid happen, it's good to either
They
hide.
remind me
because
of like Cthulhu monsters.
yeah, these things are quite strong. The Outsider mod that we have going on is pretty much the one enemy add-on that we have going on. We don't want to add too many mods, so we just decided on one. I just decided on one that fit the lore, and these, of course, are the void monsters from the Outsiders.
Dude, what is this thing?
And there's another void-based RPG out there,
A
guys.
birch elder. What the heck is that? That thing
And
looks so
that's-
cool.
Yeah, they're super cool. Those are sort of like the blade plants in Zelda, where like there's this big thing in the distance where you don't want to fuck with, but it doesn't really mess with you either. But if you
Yeah,
get too
until
close,
I got close to him. Oh,
it
he fights the
activates.
voidling. Haha, that's funny.
they're not too. They look kind of pretty nasty, but they're not too strong. You could probably take
That's
it out. I wouldn't
cool.
use the club though.
I'm just
You didn't give yourself
gonna
a
let
weapon?
him fight the voidling.
Yeah.
Run away.
You can also run into any town, most towns, if you're under attack, and the town defenses will take care of things for you. Like the people standing around won't
Yeah,
just let.
just like an RPG. That's
Exactly. So you can actually run to Carpenter Town by being trailed by a bunch of monsters, and the town will kind of help you fight them a little bit if you're just too scared.
Cool. I think
Nice.
I'm almost at the town.
Carpenter Town. This is the first tier town. The first town that's not been destroyed.
It says welcome JP. That's cool.
Yeah, welcome JP.
Here, so I'm just gonna log out and log back in just to reset my RAM. Because sometimes on my computer, if I like explore too many big buildings and stuff, then basically it gets slow, and I can just like force garbage collection, and then it works fine. That also happened. That happened on Heimdivers as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Hey,
Yeah, just-
Teensy, welcome. Teensy's in the chat. Teens is one of the like longest supporters of Path of Magic and has been playing on the
Nice.
server since like January of ages ago.
I wish I had more time to play more people's things. 'Cause it
I
all
feel
looks
you,
so
man.
cool.
Making something's very, it takes a while.
It's hard, and a lot of people don't believe in you because they're like, "What is this guy like AAA dead?" Like, no, there's always going to be some jank. There's always going to be something,
Yeah.
and that's true, whether you like it or not. But nobody's perfect. But you have to almost be. That's my point. You literally almost have to be. You have to think about everything, because if you leave one thing like left open, someone will see it and just be like, ugh, and maybe they
Yeah.
leave and they'll, you know, and it's like, oh, this is just some janky like homemade thing. Like I
And
didn't
people
want
are
to
definitely
just
like people who play these Valheim projects, they're definitely expecting them to be very janky and broken. I've noticed that
yeah.
like I can make a mechanic that works, but if it
Mm,
appears as if it doesn't work to the player even for a moment, they'll just assume the whole thing's broke, and it's like,
that's
damn,
exactly what I
they
was
got a
going to
low
say.
bar.
The low bar, but you also need to have a high bar, and this is the point. So this is what we have going on here, and the bar is set very high, and similar to you in a way, I'm sort of like playing game developer. You know,
No,
it's not like I'm
you're
playing.
not
I
sort of
really do
playing,
like.
you are. This is game
Yeah,
development.
exactly. Yeah, it is, and anyone who says it isn't is just wrong because
I mean,
I'm
modding is
making
game
music.
development with someone else's game.
Well, I mean, I've
Like,
made music, art.
you
I've made
know?
music, art, characters, backstories for this thing, and lore, and
I mean,
that's
even
all
if you
developed.
didn't, though, even if you were just using, like, mods and
Mhm.
adjusting things and not making music
Yeah,
and art, you'd still be
right.
practicing game design or game
Pretty
development, you
much.
know what I mean?
So this is the first town, and it's
Very cool.
got that wooden theme going on. It's had a few variants over the years, but this is just kind of what naturally came about, and everyone misses
It
this
seems very
town.
lively.
Yeah,
There's a lot
a
of
lot of
people
quests,
walking around and
a lot of
stuff.
people walking around, a lot of stories going on. There's a celebrity in town who's one of the six heroes. She's coming through here because of all the death that's happening up north, and she's like a sort of like a harbinger
Oh!
of the death.
They react when you
Dead
punch
mate.
them, that's funny. I accidentally punched one of the
Yeah,
NPCs and they, like,
you can attack.
staggered.
You can attack in most towns. Some towns you can't attack for that very reason. They're in like a lot of throne rooms, right? So you can't just like speed up on the king. It doesn't look right.
You can actually interact with a lot of these people.
Yeah, you have
I
nothing
can
going on.
impress them.
Impress. You can
I'm not a good
discuss.
enough woodcutter.
You can romance them if you have a love potion. They take you to the inn, right? You get teleported to the inn. You wake up with like stamina loss or something like this. So there's all kinds of like things we thought of,
I fed a
for
boy.
here, yeah, for here you just want to talk with the town greeter for now, just for the
Ah,
sake of
yeah,
time.
okay. I got
You can
totally
explore
distracted by, like, exploring the town, man.
just
I was like, whoa.
the
A
alchemist. We have all kinds of
scroll ma-
different.
What is a scroll maker?
The scroll maker. Buy a scroll from him. You have plenty of gold there.
A run scroll? Oh, so you get experience. Oh, that's really
Yep.
cool.
Scroll maker
Get
and
some
almost every other
more run
major town.
level.
Yeah. So you
Ah,
have
and
the
then it just
gold.
immediately happens. Okay.
Yeah. He gives you a scroll to read, and you just read it on the spot. A forge used to be here, but we got rid of it for instances, just to give more people a little bit more frames in the start. But I actually like the forge that happens, just the open air kind of ruin. It gives a little bit of lore to the town because there used to be one there, but now it's not.
I mean, this town's awesome. I want to explore it and stuff, and
It's
like I'd
great.
be
And
fully entertained just exploring and looking around.
you can if you want. But again, like to say, like this town is compared to the later ones is just you see the fact that like I went through the tiers. Like it all feels like progression. So here you're just like in a pretty cool
Yeah, it's
town,
more simple and wooden.
wooden exactly. And then so as you grow, you just get. And a lot of people actually miss this one, regardless, because there's so much danger and darkness out there that people are like, "Oh man, I wish I was back in Carpenter Town."
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
funny.
funny, dude. So people are really enjoying it and feeling the love and the lore, and the world is truly alive. We have all kinds of mail quests, and
Look
they
at
can
these
send
giant
mail.
deer.
Yeah, they pull in the cart there.
Oh, and his name's Barry. That's funny.
I'm still behind your stream, so you can pet now. You can pet any tamed animal that's an NPC, and it will heal you. They have different names. You can feed them for more health, right? And it's all about reciprocal energy, of course, because when you pet, you feel good too, right? So it's like he heals you. Figured that.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
you can feed and pet all the animals. There's chickens running around a lot of major cities. That's kind of like a scene element we added to recently. A lot of wild animals just running around. See, like pet, and then you're just getting healed. Do you have any food? You can go see the greeter who's back at the who's back at the center town by the fountain,
Ah,
and
okay,
then
I'm walking
maybe I'll.
towards the fountain now.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, I see the fountain now. I
I
guess you'll
wish I
see
could
it in
see
10
this.
seconds.
I wish I could see this stream 10 seconds from now. I
Yeah.
feel like my commentary is off. But okay, I have to apologize for that.
Nah, you're
Sorry,
good.
everyone.
Don't worry about it. I think it works out now. It was more when I was doing the tutorial because like I needed to make sure I didn't kind of get too far behind you. But now that we're actually like out in the world and we're in like the
Yeah.
first town, like yeah, it's really cool because I mean like obviously I'm trying to show things off and just like the stream itself, we should make sure it doesn't go on too long because if it does,
Yeah.
people don't watch it later. But if we
Yeah.
keep it around like an hour, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
then more people will rewatch it afterwards.
We're
So
probably not going to get past the forest temple then, but we'll see about that. Maybe we can actually skip this town greeter thing. You can cancel it if you want. But also, all you do is talk to this person. They tell you what's going on. They ask you a few questions. Are you a refugee or not? You can answer yes or
this
no.
person.
And then they tell you who to go meet to start your journey here. So and they send you to 3 prevalent NPCs. One is the map shop, and there's a map shop in every city and in every big area or biome. So when you go to the map shop, of course, you pick the map. There's a map system there. You get part of the map. So you go to the next area, you get the map shop there. You get the next part of the map. And at the end of the game, when you get the last map shop, you have the map completed, and all the points of interest are pre-marked. So you get all that with your map. So that's the map shop. And then you get introduced to the bounty stall.
That's what I'm right in front of right now. The bounty stall.
um,
It says Carpenter
this-
Bounty.
Yeah, you meet this guy, and he's the lesser bounty collector kind of guy. So you can come here whenever you're bored and just kind of pick up bounty, which a bounty is kind of like, go here, kill this, you're done, or maybe come back, that's it. They're very, very simple. Go kill this enemy, get some little bit of gold if you need it on your way, whatever. Those are the bounties. They're very, a lot of them are just like, yeah, A to B to C sometimes. And then, of course, the hierarchy of quests goes up as well. So the higher the hierarchy of quests, the longer and more extensive it'll be. So maybe multiple events will happen during it and things like that. So
I keep
and
getting
then the
distracted exploring.
it's okay, explore away. I'm just yapping away because I have a lot to talk about. The third and final NPC you get introduced to via that quest is the architect, and they ping and can map for you any of the nearby free plots. Now this is how people can build on this server. We actually have free plots pre-marked for public players to build whatever they like on it, no rules, and those are everywhere inside and outside the map. So you can actually build on the adventure map and have your build seen by other players and interacted with by other players by just visiting these pre-plots,
That's
having an
cool.
idea and building your base or house or whatever.
So do different towns have those plots? Like each town has a couple pre-plots?
You're staring at one right now with that blue flag. So even towns have plots. So some towns have plots where you can go to build and become a part of the town if you'd like. But you have to stick to the theme. That's the only rule there.
That makes sense.
So we have one town.
That's really cool.
We have 2 plots in Carpenter Town, Plot A and Plot B. Plot B has already been built on by the shop there that you see. That's the Danks, who's a player group of mine who built their shop. And you're looking at it right now. And that's Plot B, and that's a build of theirs.
That's
and you can interact with this build. You can take it down. While I'm talking about the builds and the free plots, players can, of course, screw up your base. This is online multiplayer here, so you gotta be active, of course, and protecting that. And you get a temp portal after a beginner quest here in the town, and you can use that portal mats to build a portal to connect to a free private farm, which a private farm is a totally anti-grief farm.
That was the community garden.
Right.
Or
and then we also have
something
community
else.
gardens. Well, we have community gardens, which are just public gardens, which anyone can take from. And then but of course, in our early days, we had people complaining about, oh, someone took my carrots or someone took my. So
Yeah.
my solution to that problem was to build off-world private free plots that are
like
built,
sort of like instanced areas, so to
Right,
speak. Like they
right.
go off into their
And
own place. Yeah,
and
that
they're
makes
surrounded
sense.
by black metal. So you can have a forge, you can have your own separate crafting table in there, but you can't build out of it because you need a black forge to alter black metal. So and then there's ballistas on top, so you can't jump out of it either. You get shot down, and there's bag
That's
drop.
funny.
So if you do try that, you'll get shot. You'll see your bag. We'll see the name, and we'll see who tried to grief, who tried to cheese, who tried to steal, who tried to. So they're totally anti-grief. That's how I solved that problem. So you can use a portal to connect to that, or you can use your mats as a temp ward to lock your house while you're away. And then when you come back, you take your ward up, and yeah. But you have to be in cahoots sometimes with your neighbors, especially on the bigger plots. Okay, this is Anuba, who's one of my characters. She's of the Sirius 6, and she's the assassin, Dead Razor type goth chick, kind of. And she is here in town because of the Death of North again. And she's from a later game area, so you can kind of see her early on. And that sets up the rest of the 6. And
I
there's
like how
6
the
main
people
heroes.
are like listening to her.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Because she's a celebrity. Because the 6 are the 6 are the original 6 heroes that steal the Titans the first time around, so they're famous. And now the Titans are free again, but they're getting too old. You know, I mean, Anuba's Anuba herself is over like 200, over like 400 years old.
What?
Because she's a desert being. She's able to be that, that age. Whereas the other ones are obviously lesser, but they're all getting old. The idea being that they're too old to go back on their adventuring days, so they're counting on you to become the next hero.
Yeah,
Of the
to
world,
do what
right?
they
Exactly.
did last time, except this time.
Exactly. And you
So
meet all 6 of them in the
where
game.
should I go next, just to make
All right.
sure that
Just go down the road. Just keep following the road.
we got like
I would
20
say.
or 30 more minutes, just to make sure it doesn't go too long.
Okay.
So outside, like I go through the town and go through the road?
Yeah, through
Like,
the town.
Okay.
Like there should be the entrance to the town which you came in through, and as you go through it, you'll see a gate that's kind of the exit. You see that big oak in the distance?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
basically
I'll walk
where you want
towards
to go.
that, okay.
Yeah. And there's a big thing in the sky that should pop up when you get out of free fly that kind of leads you in that direction too. Big thing in the distance that's kind of drags you in that direction. But just
Oh, I do
keep
see a
heading straight.
giant, there's like a world tree route.
Yes, right, exactly. That's
Ah, okay,
connect-
that's the thing I go towards, I see now.
that's landing in the Black Forest, and that'll send you to the next forest. But before then, there's the valley, which is one of our tier 2 meadows areas, which is really nice. And that's where you can go to collect quests. We have a new free plot over there, which is our beachside zone, which is a big, nice, long stretch of beach that you can build on. And we're always adding new free plots as I see them. But I think pretty much I have them all up, at least on the map. But we do have, obviously, extra space off the map, but that's for VIPs only. So you gotta kind of be in support of the world to access those perks and other perks. But nothing that's needed to beat the game. You can come in here and just enjoy and explore the world and
Skeletons.
beat the game. And as you walk down the road, there's just things happening, and there's people and events that happen. There's you should have gotten the map, but I guess it's too late for that. But bring out your mount right now. I'd like to see you ride the mount and just run this
Yeah,
road.
alright. So earlier, None gave me a pal stone, right? And
You
so I
get
can like
mounts in this-
throw this, and then I get a mount. He's gonna go try and kill that skeleton though.
Hey, don't let him get too far.
It's okay, I got him.
Um,
I vaguely
you just get on-
remember how to use these mounts.
Of course, the map is super fun to run around on mounts, and I should have given you a speed buffed one, but I gave you the regular one, I guess. Whoops.
No, that works. That works.
No,
I
just
like
take
to
its
have
own.
more time to take everything in.
Yeah,
That's definitely
There's a
something
lot.
like the mounts in Valheim are very
Yeah.
like hard to implement normally, you know what I mean? But
yeah, you're going the wrong way.
oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, you're going back towards
Makes
the town.
sense. Maybe that's why there was a
And you can sprint too, so like you run, yeah, you'll get a little bit more speed out of it. But if you have the speed spout pal stone, you get a lot more speed out of them, which I should have given you. But it does break immersion a little bit because the world doesn't exactly float in.
yeah.
You can get under the
Valheim
tree on
doesn't
the
really load very
the right
well if you run through it very
a
quickly.
little more right. Go a little more right or left. You can get under it with the mount. Or you can
Yeah,
just go another
I
path.
just did it in the. Oh, this face looks so cool! Look at that.
All the
Those are
forests
some
have their own
cool
descriptions.
ruins.
There's multiple damn, I'm so behind in this stream.
It's
wish
okay.
I was
Don't
10
don't worry. Don't worry. I
Yeah, the
probably
fate.
maybe next time if I stream in Discord, maybe you'll see it
Yeah,
faster.
maybe. Yeah, I was thinking that, but I don't want to make you do two streams because I think that would lag, maybe give you less frames.
Yeah,
But
it
just
could
follow
be.
this road down. It's a pretty long road to Stormbridge, which is the first major city, your first big milestone. But before you can even ever get into it, you have to sit in the forest for a little bit, and we've done that with our anointment. So you actually have to go meet the druid race and help them first before you ever get into Stormbridge. So you can't just go from Carpenter Town to Stormbridge. You
Yeah,
have
you
to
gotta do the
have
progression.
exactly. You have to. So this is the way. This is how I've made that the player has to stay in the forest for quite a bit. So our big forest section is the druids, their race, and what they have going on. The Yggdrasil shrine, the anointment that you need to get, the hero that's there, and all the characters that are there. And you can always go back. So this game is by no means linear. Everything is open world sandbox. So it makes so much sense to go from one area to the next and back and forth and all around all the time because there's always something to do. There's different strings to unlock. There's different events that
There's
happen
so much
here,
stuff
there,
to
there.
explore.
Exactly. It's all
Yeah.
interwoven. It's an MMORPG. I mean, it's not linear, right? You don't go from one to and then you're done. No, it's a sandbox. So anything can happen anytime, and there's lots of events that walk around and
It definitely
that you
feels
can
very
interact with.
alive and lived in. Like there's
Yes.
a lot of like you come across
Mhm.
something if you just go off in a
Right.
random direction, you find stuff,
Oh yeah.
you know, it's really
Oh, yeah.
it's really
All
cool.
the lands, every single land has been touched, like manipulated. So, like for an example, if I see like an ugly bump or something, I don't like this bump. I'll smooth that out and I'll put something here. So everywhere, everywhere. So all the lands are actually made too. So that all the forests, they're all done up. Um,
All right, so
you
in
might.
the stream I am right in front of
Oh, okay. All right. I'm here.
Stormbridge.
I'm here. You need the anointment to get inside, but I'm here. I'm just gonna let you in. I can let you in from this side.
Oh, you can
I'll
open
open
the
the
door.
yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, okay.
From on this side, that opens automatically. From on that side, you need the anointment.
Ah, there
So
we
you can
go. All
just
right,
come in.
I'm in
Someone
now.
can let you in, but here's the thing now: you can't go even past this without the anointment because there's other things that need it. You can't get the
Yeah.
maritime pass, for example, here without the anointment. So eventually,
So
you
I
will
can
get pushed.
explore, but the player will have to actually
Right.
progress to be able to get
Right.
into the city and then
Right.
do the actual
Right.
things in it.
Well, the actual things that require the anointment, you can still do plenty of stuff here. But yeah. So you can
I
break
like the
into Stormbridge.
spire. It's very cool.
Let me get out of here since you have like the zones loaded to you and not to me because I was there first.
I'm
That's
like looking
Stormbridge.
at the area and free fly now.
Yeah, and it's the first big the first big major city of trade, and there's a big market in the center. And this was an earlier build too, but it still stands up. And the castle has had a few variants, and this is like its fourth version, I'd say.
Ah, Splash of Pain says hello. Hey, Splash. They say that it looks really cool. Good job, Nun.
Thank you. I really would like to show off my later game areas if at all possible. I think we'll just slide to that here in a little bit instead of doing all the forest temple stuff.
Yeah, just tell
The,
me where
the
to go.
main the first big story arc is really impressive because it's like really extensive and it's like pretty long. But not too long, um, as someone said. And yeah, so after you're done looking at Stormbridge, we got inns in every town, map shops, uh, a bistro or a restaurant of some sort, so like a kitchen, um, all the amenities, a forge, a bank, everything you need, pretty much, is here and is here in the cities.
I like the pointy
And
tops of the castles. They look really cool. So
Queen
where
Gallows
should I
got
go
big.
now?
You just make your way through the city. Go through the slums instead of up top because you can't go up top through that way. You can come out the other way, but the queen keeps that locked for all the regular people.
The
So
slums
you
are
can go
like
through the
under the bridge where all the
underneath.
people are.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I found them.
Little mini slums there, and it kind of tells the story of the refugees coming from the north. They weren't exactly let into Stormbridge because the queen was freaking out about the recent shake already. She didn't know what was going on, so and all these people are rushing her walls, and they started breaking in, and they killing themselves to get over that water to get into the city even. And this is where
Brutal.
they ended up. This is where they ended up, underneath the bridge. And the people in the market won't exactly accept them because they're like half dead and starving, and they're poor, and they're just, that sets up the whole refugee faction, which you help them out. You can decide to give them a package later on, and all this kinds of stuff tied into there. And the astronomers, which you took a little bit of a look at. Here's the market with the bistro and the forge and all kinds of jobs. There's fable style jobs you can do here. You can like smith a bunch of swords for money. If you need some coin, you can be a blacksmith, you can be a chef. So fable style jobs kind of there.
What's the big
And
crystal thing?
that's just a set piece. It doesn't do much.
Ah,
But
it's
funny enough, there is
where
one
the
of the first
arcane mage is.
You'll see the first mage, one of the first mages hanging out here, and as you approach him, he says, "Incinerate Seagull," as a spell, which I love, dude. I wrote that, "Incinerate Seagull," because I hate
That's funny.
seagulls, and he just isn't blowing them up with his fire spell, which is hilarious. But you can talk to him, and you could ask him for his magic on the road, which he declines, of course, because he's like got his own stuff going on, I guess. And other things, he can do some other things for you, give you buffs and things like that. The alchemist, he also does alchemy, I think. There's the grand courthouse in the distance there. That's where people can go to court. Also, there's a lot of illegal things you can do in the city. You can steal from the markets and get caught and go to jail.
That's funny.
And there's a jail summons where you cannot cancel. You have to serve the sentence, or else you'll always have this quest in your thing.
So
And
I'm looking at the Elder Forest right in front of the sign now.
the Elderwood, yeah. So keep. Actually, probably can stop and go look at some other areas here now, because it's just another forest. And as you come through here, you will meet Haldor, which I originally told you to do, because he's guarding the entrance to the Forest Temple, which you've already beaten the Meadows Temple back then. Hopefully, you've come here and he's guarding that. And
all
that's
the
the
people
entrance.
you can talk to. That's really cool.
Yeah, there's a friendly goblin on this road that you can talk to. And you're like, why is a goblin out here? And there's lots of races running around. It's kind of like that going on. This guy directs you up the road. He doesn't want you going out the other way, because down the other way there's a pirate's hanging spot where they hang the pirates, and it's a very desolate death.
I see. So he wants you to see the nice stuff.
Right. He's just like, don't go down that road. You don't want to go down that road. But you can go down that road, of course, and if you do, you can stumble upon what I call a dreamscape, where there's these instances where you can get tricked into and falling into, and you're more or less been knocked out, or something happened to you. Maybe you drank some tea that you weren't supposed to, and you enter this dream state. And within
That's
those
like a
is
dungeon instance, sort of.
it's a dungeon instance, but it's a trippy, like, just dreamed out state. So there's like one that's full of stars, and like there's the boss just hanging over you, and you're just like, what, like questioning. But one of the dream states is through this cave, I think. But we got
So
that
right now
thing
I'm
going on.
looking at an achievement fairy. What's this thing?
So these are achievements. We have achievements also as well. There's tons of achievements you can gather and grab. There's discovery. There's
2 minutes to kill a troll.
yeah, that's the troll down by the water there. That's kind of a harder one. You can't do that with the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked it up anyway, but it'll delete itself in 2 minutes here.
So
But there's kill quests, kill achievements, finding stuff, scaling things and jumping into water from places, big jumps.
which direction should I go from the achievement fairy?
Just keep following the road. So go back up the road where the guy told you not to, like, now that you're down here.
Yeah,
The
okay,
road-
I remember.
The road should guide you everywhere. Oh man. But you should have had the
so
map
I just
shop.
got back to the guy, and now I'm turning up to go up the
Yeah,
hill.
go up, right. Haldor should pop in on your map by now, because when you get close to him, he pops in,
Yeah, he's
So
there.
now that you have his new icon, that's like your new destination, because people are like telling you where Marshwood is, where's the Forest Temple, where's the Elder, he's the next Titan you have to beat. So you're kind of let out here, and his entrance sends you to Marshwood, which is an area with the temple in it, So it's not actually the temple area, but it is technically the temple experience. But it's an area that's like a lot of totems and a lot of like wild savage theme. And there's a big temple in the middle of the water that you have to sail to. But you have to figure out this big puzzle first, and then that gets you inside the temple. The temple's pretty long. It's probably one of the longer temples, honestly, which I was actually kind of concerned about because of the time. But it's pretty long. There's many bosses in it, and then of course the Elder at the end. But
I
Marshwood is
can
pretty
imagine
cool.
how that could be really cool.
Yeah,
You've done a good
Marshwood is
job like funneling the players around with the paths,
right,
and it
more
really
or
does
less.
feel like a like an RPG where I as I play more, I become curious about the world and feel
Mm,
immersed to learn more
right,
about it, you know?
good. That's what we want. That's what we needed. But I wanted you to go through Marshwood so bad because there's a really cool song you get with this with the raft sail into the area itself because you arrive in an area where there's a dock and you take one of the rafts and you get a song and the song like
Is
fits the
there
area
a
really
spot
well.
I could like teleport? We got like
Uh,
20 minutes
yeah,
basically, and
yeah,
then
yes,
I
yes,
should
yes.
end the stream. So
What
if
I
you just
want you
tell
to
me where to
do.
go, I can go there.
Okay. Actually, you know what?
Oh, it says
I'm gonna,
Marshwood right in front of me.
yeah, that's the entrance to Marshwood, and that's a little maze before then. But you need the anointment to even get in. That's another pushback there. You need the anointment for a lot of things, and so you get pushed back there. So you can't even do the next temple without completing the druids. But here I am, actually next to you. What I'm gonna do is give you my dev map. All right, you see me? Where are you? I'm right in front of you.
I think you have Ghost on. There you
Oh,
go.
all
Now I
right.
see you.
All right. So here's the
Ah,
dev
yeah.
map. And this is going to open lots of stuff up to you. And then what I want you to do is
Ah,
command,
yeah.
command, what was it? Explore map. Just explore the whole map. So open up the
Ah,
entire map.
yeah. Okay.
And then I
Okay.
want you to, and then you got it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so now I see all the map and all the icons, and holy shit, there's icons
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's insane. Sorry about that, but I
I've
just
never
need you to see
seen
that.
a Valheim world so filled.
It's insane. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, and there's a lot of stuff to see and a lot of stuff to do. So I really hope people like can come through and play it
That's
because I did a lot of
cool.
work on it, and then a lot of creative juices went into this, and it's pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Um,
during Hype Week you'll get more players from our stuff.
yeah,
Because right now, like, I've burned people out on my channel because I've been
mm,
publishing
yeah.
EWP tutorials every day for like 20 days. So
I don't know,
there
Mir.
won't be a
I don't.
whole bunch of people who will watch it right now, but they'll watch it later.
I don't know, Mira. Which location should we show JP? Which one of the cooler locations? Undermine, maybe the Dragonstone, maybe Xantrapath, the Desert City. I wonder. I think we got 20 minutes to jump around. We'll just show off some builds.
Yeah, we still got some
So
time.
in your map, zoom in a little bit and just I want you to how to auto teleport, right?
Yeah,
Control
yeah,
mouse
control
wheel
middle
click.
mouse button.
Right.
Okay, so I got my map open. I've zoomed in.
Let me see. Okay. Oh, sorry.
It'll probably
I
catch
gotta.
up in a second. I've been
Yeah,
leaving
yeah,
it
yeah.
on the same frame.
All right. Let's go to Halloween Town.
Halloween
Let's
Town.
yeah, let's go. Let's show the Halloween Town and Christmas Town theme. These are anomalies in the world that came through the rift that were depicted on the stages, and they weren't originally part of the world. So, um, that's the lore behind them anyway. So of course no one owns Halloween, so we were able to make use of
Yeah.
that. And of course they had the all the assets, the turnip. It made sense. The Yule tree. I was like, dude, Christmas Town, easy. So Halloween Town is just below that free plot, just below. It's that orange landmass, but below your cursor. Zoom in again.
Okay, I
Go too
zoomed
far.
out and then okay, I see it now. I see it now on the
Zoom out.
actual one. I teleported there.
Okay, you should be able to see the names.
Yeah, I didn't notice it, but then I noticed after you told me it was on the same continent. I was looking like further away for an island.
It's a lot of stuff. Of course, the red
Yeah.
line with the red line with all the dots and the X's. That's the sandbox seawall.
I love the
So you can't get
pumpkins here.
past.
They look so cool.
Yeah, this is the Halloween Town theme. So this is like the spooky theme. We had Bane the Builder come through here and add a lot of his cool builds. He imported some builds. He didn't build on site or anything, but he did. He has a cool theme for that.
I'm gonna go
Spooky.
check
So
out the big pumpkin. I remember this from when you showed me in the original tour, and there's this crazy pumpkin over here.
I thought you'd like this town. That's why I sent you here.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it's one of the
cool
weirder
place.
themes. It's one of the wackier themes. And there's three major. Sorry. There's 4 major areas of Halloween Town. There's this center part you're in, the bottom of the well, the haunted mansion, and then there's the pumpkin patch. So it's
I
big.
really like the big moon silhouette in the background. It
Yeah,
looks super
right.
cool.
Gotta have that. And the whole story going on here is everyone's kind of shooken up and freaked out because they're in their
different
swamp, so to
world,
speak,
right?
but it's a different area. They don't even know where they've ended up. And if you look
Yeah.
up, you can see the stationary rift had still
Yeah,
stayed there.
that dropped the town. Because, like, so
Yeah,
the people
pretty
who are watching understand, like, in this world, there's all these rifts, and, like, the whole area, like, falls out of the rift. It gets ripped out of a world into another place.
Yeah.
So this
Into
Halloween
it.
town is, like, dropped here from another world.
Right. It's from a universe of Halloween, pretty much. And the rift eye stays above the anomaly, so this town is considered an anomaly because it breaks physics. It's not part of the world, so to speak. And there's a few of them, and there's a lot more in the second map. The second map is the introduction to the anomalies, pretty much. And these are going to be like very broken and trippy and areas that tried to morph to the world but like failed, so to speak. So I'm calling them my breach zones or my glitch zones, and they're freaking weird, and they're just completely like whacked out versions of worlds that tried to be, but the rift wasn't allowing them, or they were like forcing
A
themselves
great
through.
way lore-wise, because you can pretty much add anything you want.
Anything.
And
This is why
yeah,
I
just
made it
explain it as it's just dripped out of the world, right?
exactly.
So
Actually,
Mira's
I did
here,
this.
and
Yeah,
they
there's
said we
Mira.
should check out Christmas Town.
He wants to lead you there. There's a way to get there. Take him through there. You got to go through
Okay.
the pumpkin patch. So I actually thought about this because this is one of her scenes that she was really enjoying. So she'll lead you to the pumpkin patch version of the town, side of town, and there will be a gate and a portal where you can get to Christmas Town from Halloween Town. They're connected. Kind of obviously a nod to Nightmare Before Christmas, guys. Come on, let's not be obviously. But all the characters are changed. I don't use Jack Skellington and all these IPs. They're different characters, a completely different story. It's just a version of it. Because none of the builds are the same. It's all custom. Just a Halloween theme we wanted to make, and this was what came. She's taking you to the Haunted Mansion side. Go the other way, Mira.
They're
The Haunted
figuring it
Mansion.
out.
The Haunted Mansion is freaking awesome, man. I really wish you could have time to see it, but it's a huge area with the mansion is huge, and it's a lot of really creepy stuff in there. And you got to find the addict and get a
Oh, the
box.
pumpkin house! Look at these orange pieces. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's an old build. That's still pretty cool.
How do they
That
look
was the
so
first-
orange?
Colorful pieces.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I've always
colorful
wished
pieces.
Valheim would have some just some basic some light dyed,
And why not?
orange wood and some red wood, kind of like what they did with the
Yeah.
ash wood, but for some other colors.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
In fact, now that you've mentioned that, there's a lot of bland colors that come with the vanilla Valheim color wave. They're kind of like they need to add white marble, please. It'd be so awesome. We got the black marble, thanks, but white
would
marble
be
next,
cool.
and then sandstone color at least would be very cool. A sandstone.
What is this?
So this is the pumpkin patch side of town, and you're still inside of the town, but the actual pumpkin patch is
Oh, there's
outside
a
of
portal there.
the town.
Yeah, so Mira just showed. I actually didn't even notice it was a portal. We
Hey,
went to
Mira,
this little
Mira,
area.
Can you show him quickly just Eek's tower out there in the pumpkin patch?
We went in a portal. So I don't know.
Never mind. Never mind. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. We'll do it
it
later.
was a very well hidden portal too. I didn't even notice it was there. It looked like a little like graveyard kind of thing. Hey, look at this! Snowman.
Christmas.
It's so funny. This snowman's so legit looking.
Yeah.
Is that like a
Had to make
model? Or did
had to
you make
make
like the carrot?
I made the carrot. They're all so the carrot is
That's
on
funny.
an item stand, I think, and then everything else is an NPC. So all every single core is a coal piece. Okay, coal.
Whoa!
Ties that down. The sticks are sticks, and then the body is made out of dragon tears.
So now we just got the view of Christmas Town and all the
Yeah.
cool red buildings and
Normally it'd be snowing a little bit here for you, but you have
Whoa.
the inventory clear on.
I
That
can
gives a little
reset
bit
it.
of a
There we
night.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's snowing.
There's a raid in the background there that's happening soon. We have raids also in the server where you can overcharge gear. So this is a very cool thing here in the server where a lot of early gear is made prevalent again. So maybe if someone really likes troll armor, like as a lot of people do, or druid armor or anything like that, they can have it over leveled to be more prevalent in later game through these raids. So if
That's
you beat
awesome.
the raid boss,
So
you
people
get
can
the
use
egg
their
that they
favorite
drop.
gear.
Right. And you don't just get to upgrade anytime. You have to get the egg by beating the boss, and then you have to gamble with the egg, crack the egg open, pretty much, and get the special item. There's a 1 out of 3 chance to get it. And if you get it, then you can upgrade your gear. So this is kind of like a grindy thing to do, but it's not too grindy. And you can get a lot of really cool stuff. This is how we upgrade our staffs. There's magic in the early game. We've given 3 staffs to our players to use in early game. You get the root staff right after the Yggdrasil Shrine, as far as the druids, because that matches up, right? You get to summon the roots. Magic
These red Christmas
food.
buildings are really cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you like those.
I
The
really
candy
like the
canes are more or
tower.
less new. Yeah, clock tower.
Yeah,
And
that
the
looks super cool.
Santa's out there, and you can actually summon him, be part of your party. And there's all kinds of stuff there with all the characters and summons, and it's, of course, it's snowstorming instead of just regular snowing. But anyway,
No, it suits it. Oh, look
yeah,
at this
it's
tiny
good.
little clock. Ah! That's adorable. Yeah, there's so many
Oh,
little details here. You really did a
yeah.
good job with
Click on
that.
it. They actually plays music. It's a music
Yeah, it's
box.
like a little music box. I
Yeah.
can hear it now. Now I'm doing my barber hair.
Our VIP's got a music box for Christmas, during Christmas, and a lot of other cool
That's super
stuff.
cool.
They got little presents, and I'm hoping to take care of them like that in the future more. So if you want to be a VIP here, there's a lot of perks to being that. You get to build off world and claim land for yourself and things like that.
So we got 7 more minutes. What should
Okay. Let's go to Xanthropeth. Let's go to the. Should we show the in-game cities, Mira? I don't know. I mean, I've already shown it once. I don't see why not. All right, open the map. I'm
She
gonna
said
ping it.
Dragonstone or Zanny?
Let's go to Xanthropeth, which is our lost desert city.
Okay, I
I'm
have the
gonna-
map open.
I'm gonna ping it.
Ah,
I
that
pinged
works.
it. It's way out there.
1 second. Can you ping it again? Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's not exactly on the map. There's a
There's
There's a
so
big
much
portal
stuff
hub.
here.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
it's
could just
insane.
like even if you didn't have
Right.
all the storyline stuff, I mean, it would probably take a while to just explore everything.
No,
It's like a whole
insane.
game
It's
in
like,
itself.
Yeah, it is. It's like over 300 hours or something. We still have people that are like 300 hours in, still finding new things.
Yeah, it makes sense. You've been working on it for years.
Yeah, nonstop. And it wouldn't have been possible if not for COVID, because COVID was the starting,
Funny how that works
lockdown.
out, right?
Lockdowns
Sometimes
and all that.
crazy things work out.
Had to do something.
Oh, we're in a desert city now? Oh, this is interesting. It looks very
It's like,
different.
you can't lock me down. I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
How you?
Oh no, I have to stay inside all day and play video games. Oh, I mean, I guess, I mean, let's.
Wow, it's
Oh
just loading in.
dang! I just turned around and then saw like the whole
Yeah,
castle behind me.
you weren't you weren't at the entrance. You were at the back of it.
Oh, dude, this is
Uh,
cool.
this is the
It's like
desert themed city.
yellow black marble.
Um,
Yeah, it's
not
like
sure.
the black marble asset, but colored, so it's like beige instead. It looks like sandstone,
Yeah,
sort of. It's
right.
very cool.
Sandstone, exactly. They need to add that.
Yeah,
Sandstone and white marble would change the game, in my opinion. Just that
yeah,
simple
that
add.
would look cool.
And a backpack, please. Inventory space. Gotta add it. So this is
So
the
what's
desert
this
theme.
giant beam thing here?
Beam? What do you
They're not beam. There's like a temple, church, and then there's this big beam of light coming out of it.
mean? That is a temple. That is the boss temple for Yagluth.
It looks very
So
cool.
all the temples have this beam of light that you can see for miles. So you never miss them. So you will
Well, I
never
didn't
know this
miss
was
this
here
one,
unless
so that made it worked.
this is the. It's not very big, but this is the entrance to the fire temple, and the fire temple is my in-game temple, and it's freaking huge on the inside, and it's very extensive, very hard, very a lot of challenges, puzzles inside there before you beat Yagluth, and you meet your rival down there too. He's in trouble, and there's a
Dang,
big
this
rival
castle's
story.
enormous.
You can go inside it.
I'm surprised, actually, it isn't more laggy, to be honest.
Yeah, I have a lot of tricks. I have a lot of tricks. I have a lot of tricks that I focus on performance main most thing because you're not gonna have a game without performance, right?
Yeah, at least I think it works out though, because like something like
Yeah.
this, you can have like you don't
Mm.
necessarily need people to play next to each other or together. It can be like a crazy
Nope.
single player RPG experience, and like even if like it is a bit laggy or something, it doesn't
It
matter
is,
as much if you're playing alone. You know what I mean? So
it is built for multiple people though, because all the roads are nice and wide. And you can
yeah,
actually go inside the castle if you like.
yeah, why not?
That's one area we could end on. So you just approach the gate and just talk to the gate, and it should teleport you to the next area, which is the
And I go up
castle
the stairs, right? Ah,
remade.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Kind of still working on that upper area, but the castle was a later on add-in because
This
I
place
wanted
is
an area.
awesome. Like, I like how
Yeah,
you're in
thanks,
it and you can like look up at everything. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
gives it this really, really grand feeling.
thanks. And there's a quest with the fingers. The city's alive. I gotta
Yeah,
work
so
on
I
this
just
GitHub.
entered the
Yeah.
I just
Just go up to the
entered the
gate.
castle.
Okay.
Or I entered the portal for the castle.
Yeah. And this will send you to the palace area, which is a new area where the castle's been remade in a grander scale. So then when you get closer to it, you can actually get inside of it and explore the inside. And there's the desert leader, Caesar, whatever it's called, there, who's the father of Anuba, who we met in Carpenter Town, actually. So it turns out that Anuba is actually a princess as well as the Queen of Stormbridge. So they have
Like
very
the Punk
extensive and
Princess.
important backstories. Yeah. So
Ooh,
she's
nice
actually the
drawbridge.
princess of the desert. So this is the castle again remade in a bigger scale, and there's some areas and markets and quests here, and there's some
I like how
enemies to
everything
fight on
like
the side.
reacts as I come by.
Yeah. Well, this is
What?
this is
This
your
is
first
huge.
this is your first time being here, so everything will of course load in the slowest it'll ever load in for you. The first time ever being something.
Yeah.
There's a quest
Dang,
a
this is
quest there.
enormous. Wow. I like the
Yeah.
tree and like the dome thing. That's trippy. Oh, I can go inside it.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
There's a few rooms I'm adding on, but the main thing in here is being just a meeting with the king or the leader who has a story arc for you and a bunch of dialogue for you and telling you about what's going on with Anuba and why she's at the Colosseum. Basically, she's come to her wits' end and she's trying to fight Yagluth on her own because she's the last of the six who's like capable of doing so because of her age gap. um, but of course she'll die if she ever does so. So you kind of save her, take her place, and beat Yagluth. You come back, and everyone's considers you a hero. You get your Ancient's badge, you get your legendary status, and you can use your legendary status all throughout the world. So now all kingdoms are unlocked to you. No more badges. You're a legend now. You go and step anywhere.
That's awesome.
So that's the Legends badge, and that's the end content there. But the Coliseum is very hard to beat. It's you have to train for it. You have to be prepared for it, and you get a nice prize at the end. That's the very nice prize. I won't spoil.
I talked to the king and I got thrown out.
Really? That's funny.
That's funny.
There's all kinds of there's all kinds of cool stuff like that. Just
Oh, I'm
everything is
just out here. Okay, that's cool.
just lively. He probably threw you in the ditch, huh?
No, I just went to the courtyard.
Okay,
But now,
good.
so we're actually at the end now.
Yep.
So for those of you watching, for none, for those watching, how can they learn more? How can they join? Can you tell us a bit about how they can like play it themselves and what do they do?
It's very easy. All you do is go to Thunderstorm Mods, and you look up mod packs. You go to the mod pack section of that, and you type in Legends Rift, and you should see a similar art that is on my profile picture right now with the yellow leathering and the colorful art in the back. And that is my mod pack. That is our player mod pack. You need to download it, update it if at all needed, and then on the mod pack page there's also my Discord link. You join the Discord, and then you look at how to join, and then you get the IP, you get the password, and then you're in. And you also have to make a new character. That's it.
All right, so there's three parts basically. They get your Discord, then they download the mod pack, and they
Right.
make a new character, and then they join and they start from the very beginning. And like,
Join the
so
world.
I'll just speak for a moment from my perspective from joining. Like, it's definitely the kind of thing where you should take your time, like join and like do the tutorial, explore, but don't rush through it because there's a lot of details and little like things you can find and little secrets and stuff, and it's really cool. So if you are gonna play it, I strongly encourage you to just like, if you got like 2 or 3 hours, just like give
Immerse
it a
yourself.
shot, see how it goes. You don't have to commit to doing a whole playthrough or anything. Just
Yeah.
definitely check it out. It's a very unique project. Great work, man. Like definitely
Thanks, man.
crazy seeing how this evolves and all the things you've done with it
Yeah,
and all
me
the
too.
different builds. It's wicked, really wicked.
Thanks, man. Yep, that's pretty much it. It's how you join, and your lore will unfold naturally and become literally a part of the world because the lore, the player lore develops more or less on the free plots. So yeah, come
And
on
so
in and join.
just so I'm
And just
clear
join.
about that,
Oh,
if they missed it, basically each town or the areas that they can find, they have kind of designated building areas where you can like get that plot and then build your
Yeah.
own like house there or something, right?
and they're all pinging on the map. So if you open the map right now, you can actually see them
Mhm.
flashing on the map. So you'll never lose them. You can always go explore other people's builds. You can hopefully not edit them without asking them. Don't be a dick, but
That's
but
cool.
just be respectful. That's one of the bigger rules of here. Of course, if you don't, there's a pretty cool like system we made to deal with such things. Like so we'll have bounties put on people and enforce their PvP, and then we'll have like hunts for like they can get hunted down if they don't attend court. That is. So
That's
you'll get a
funny.
court. If you ever do something bad, you'll get a court summons. The players of the world will gather in the court and will decide on your fate. Jokingly, of course. Just it's all imaginative stuff. It's not like a big deal or anything. But of course, if you do something heinous, like you can get banned. Of course,
Yeah.
like don't like grief. But oh, and I should add at the end here that if you are to do such things, there's a special bandit RP that you can join, but it's for VIPs only because you really have to agree to a certain set of rules, which
Yeah, so
says
you
that
don't screw
like
people
if you
over.
exactly which says that like say if you challenge someone to a PvP, you go to rob them, you go to board their ship or something, you can't just take all their stuff. Like maybe if they had like 10 iron, you could take like 3 of it or 4 of it, or like this. So, but that's all
That's really cool.
experimental. It's all experimental at the moment. We haven't had any bandit RP. We had a few bandit RP wanna want to be persons wanted to come in here and try the bandit RP, but it just didn't happen, or they didn't have the funds or whatever. But yeah, but for normal people, of course, don't be respectful, don't steal, don't edit someone's build without them knowing. And one big way you'll know if a build's okay to edit is if the person should, if they're done with their build, leave a sign up that says, hey, this is okay to edit, build, destroy, whatever you want, you know? So if you're done with
Yeah.
your build, kindly leave a sign that says you can take this, leave it, have the mats, whatever you want. You know, but if it obviously looks like it's being used, the fire's on inside, maybe some stuff's boiling inside, that someone's living there, man. Like don't
Yeah.
disrupt it. Yeah, so and
That's
if you
awesome.
do, don't get caught because you will we'll try to get you in some sort of other RP, which is visiting the courtroom and doing all this. So yeah, man, there's a lot of lively things in this world, and it's just yeah, it's all alive. There's tons of NPCs. They all say different things. They all have different voices and characteristics, and you can impress and disgust and romance them and all that good stuff. And everything you could ever really think about is all here.
Well, it's definitely been a blast visiting it, and I can't wait also for
Come through
Valcon and
anytime.
Hype Week, because
Me
then
neither.
more people will come through,
Oh
and
yeah.
there'll be people checking out your world and the others' worlds, and I have a feeling that's when like more people will get exposed to this notion that you can use Valheim as a sandbox like game design engine basically, and Nun's experience is a great example of that because it
Yeah.
really like it's a lot more than just like building some stuff. You also think
No.
about like what the player experiences, where they go, how they're going to behave and manage all that, and it's just awesome stuff. So I'm going to
Yep.
end the stream now, but those of
Thanks for
you who
coming.
want to learn more, you can get a link to Nun's Discord either from his mod pack page or just look in the description of this video. I have a link to their Discord, so you could just join that and then get everything else you need. Remember, there's 3 things you need to play. You need to get the mod pack, and then you need to join their Discord, and then you need to make a new character, and then you'll be good.
That's it.
So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let me know how it goes if any of you do join. I love hearing back from how people have their experiences and everything. Now, is there any closing words you want to make, None?
I think I've talked enough. I think I talked too much. I'm just kidding. There's a lot to say. There really is, and there's way more too. So it's too much to explain at the end of the day. So really, I mean, I could go on forever, but I'm not
I'm
going to do that.
geeking out about the deer just confidently strutting in the background right now. Like,
Dylan, why am I not on your stream?
you are actually. It just showed up a little later.
It's
Yeah,
late. I hate that.
yeah.
I hated that
It's
this whole
okay. You
time.
you showed up. You were there. All right,
Thanks for
everybody.
coming.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you another time. Bye bye.